welcome back to the channel. If you've not been here before, my name's Stuart and this is Nerd Mania. This is where I talk about all the kind of geeky stuff in the world that entertains me, so I can not bother my family and I can bother you guys with it all instead. Today is an action figure haul. My first video dropped about a week ago today, so thanks to anyone who subscribed or took the time out of their day to watch that video. That was movies, Blu-rays that I collected. Today is action figures. I've got quite a big haul. This is everything that I picked up at the end of last year and into the start of this year. Let's get started with some of the stuff I've picked up. First of all, one of the favourite films of last year was Ghostbusters Afterlife, so I've picked up the mini stuffed Stay Puft Marshmallow Men. Pack of 3, they come in a pack of 3 and they come with 6 different heads and you can swap the heads out. I'm not going to go all in on the Ghostbusters line. They do look good. Hasbro have done a really good job with them, but these guys, they're pretty much one-to-one scale in the film. This is how big they are in the film, and I thought these guys would look great, causing havoc in the collection behind me here. Move them around. I've currently been displaying them on my Blu-ray shelves, actually sort of sneaking in and out behind the Blu-rays. There's not a lot of articulation to them. Their arms can move a little bit. You can, like I say, you can swap their heads out. The main part of their body is all solid. These were just kind of a fun little pickup. Next, one of my favourite lines of the last few years has been Master of the Universe. We've got quite a lot of it with the new Origins line, Super 7 just before that, and now Revelations. When Revelations started coming out, I preferred the sculpts and I was thinking about just swapping to them. But these are the guys that, for me, I grew up with. So this is one of my new pickups. This is Faker. So this is the evil clone robot version of He-Man. Yeah, these figures are basically exactly the same as when you were a kid, except they've got a little bit more articulation in them. Mattel have changed it up slightly, but for the most part, these are exactly the same as when you're a kid. So I picked up Faker. I also picked up Stinkor here. Never had Stinkor as a kid. This was one I always wanted. I had Faker as a kid, never had Stinkor. So yeah, picked up Stinkor. Really happy to have this one. So he's been added to the collection as well. The one when you were a kid, I believe, actually smelt. I'm not sure. Like I said, I didn't have it. So if I'm wrong, please let me know. But I believe it had a smell to it. This one doesn't. This is just, again, a standard action figure. No special gimmicks. And I've just realised I forgot one, so I'm going to go and grab that and come straight back. And the one I forgot was Web Store. This one I had as a kid. He was one of my favourite figures when I was a kid, and I had him for years. Actually, when I started getting into wrestling when I was younger, WWE, I actually used this guy with my WWE figures when I didn't have many of them. What I like about this guy, he does have a bit of a gimmick. He has a grappling hook on his back, and you can actually attach him to the side of your Castle Grayskull, and it looks like he's scaling up the side, which is nice. You can do a bit of scene making with him. So yeah, that's Web Store. And I also got hold of Stridor, and I've got Fisto waiting to fist someone sitting inside, going into battle. I really like this. When I was younger, I had Night Stalker, which was the Skeletor version, the Evil Warriors version of Stridor. And I'm hoping now that they've done this one, they'll give us a Night Stalker as well. It's the same mould. They've just got to change the colours out to the black, gold, and purple of Night Stalker. But yeah, this is really good. I like the base. I like the fact the base matches in with Grayskull. So again, more scene making from Mattel with this one. And this looks really good in the display with the rest of them. So yeah, that's Stridor. That's it for Masters of the Universe. I have also picked up a WWE figure this week. I don't collect WWE figures, and this is by Mattel, and it's part of their Elite collection, but it's not really based on the wrestler himself. But this is The Rock. This is as Luke Hobbs from Hobbs and Shaw. And I just I like The Rock. He's charismatic. Most films you put him in are a good laugh and fun. And I wanted a Rock figure. Like I said, I don't collect wrestling figures, so when they announced this, I thought I'd pick it up. I'm also looking to try and get hold of the Rowdy Roddy Piper, which is his character. I can't remember the character's name, but it's his character from They Live. I'm not. They've done a John Cena as well, but I'm not really worried about the John Cena. If they'd done a John Cena from Peacemaker, I'd have absolutely picked him up. But for now, this one will do. I believe they're actually doing a Scorpion King version of The Rock as well in this line, so I might try and pick that one up as well. Star Wars Black Series. Star Wars is big again, huge again. The Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett. I picked up the droid version of Boba Fett. I'm not an on-card collector, so this one I did think about opening, but it just brings back so much memories on the card that I think I'm going to leave it on the card. It looks good with the coin and the classic animation style from the Christmas special. So this is 3.75 inch as well, which I don't normally collect. I have got the 6-inch version on order, but this has the classic style card back. The other one doesn't, and I had to have this one, so pick this one up as well. I've also picked up Wrecker. He completes my Bad Batch of what's been released so far. I've got Tech, Crosshair, Hunter, and I've even got the Rex in the cloak rather than the standard Rex that you got for the Clone Wars. And I've got the Imperial Trooper as well, the all black clone. So yeah, that's Wrecker. I'm really looking forward to opening this one. He's a deluxe figure, so he's bigger. I love what they've done with the helmets on these guys. I think this guy will really stand out on the shelf. He's a lot bigger than the rest of them. Yeah, looking forward to opening this guy. And I've really got to get around to finishing Bad Batch. I never actually finished the show. But I also picked up from The Mandalorian, Koska Reeve. This is Sasha Banks' character. So underneath this helmet will be a Sasha Banks head sculpt. I haven't opened it yet to have a look. But I've seen some reviews online. It looks quite good. I'm a sucker for a Mandalorian, so picked up anything to do with the Mandalorian show I'm trying to pick up. And that also brings the next one into here, which is the artillery stormtrooper. This is from season 2. This is from the episode where you first see Boba Fett come back. So this was an Amazon exclusive, so I managed to pick this one up from Amazon. Quite happy with this. This will look good on the shelf. I've got the Flame Trooper, which is the red version of this, so another Star Wars pickup there. Okay, so that just leaves Marvel Legends. I have got some Gundam kits as well. I'm going to record those and show you those as well. But for straight up action figures, I've got a few Marvel Legends. I used to collect Marvel Legends a lot in the Toy Biz day. I had hundreds of them, but I sold them all off and decided I wasn't going to collect action figures anymore. I was going to base my collection on bigger sort of statues and hot toys, but the action figures pulled me back in, and I've been picking up Marvel Legends on and off. And one that I had to get was the modular armor Iron Man. This Iron Man, it was my first experience as Iron Man as a kid. This is based on the 90s cartoon, and this figure is absolutely phenomenal. It's all pinless, so you've got full articulation, which is nice, but there's no pins, so you haven't got any blue or red or gold pins sticking through the armor. He's all pinless. He looks great on the shelf, and like I say, this is from my first experience of Iron Man. This is a childhood memory for me, which is a big part of why I collect toys. And this, when it came out, I was like, I've got to have it, and I stalled on it, and then everyone was saying how good it was, so I had to pick him up. And that's the modular Iron Man from Hasbro. Because of this and how good it was, I decided I wanted this guy as well. This is the stealth suit Iron Man, and I actually really like this figure as well. He's not pinless. I didn't realise that when I ordered him. I thought, they've done such a good job with the pinless joints that I want to have another one, so I picked up the stealth Iron Man. He has got the pins. I don't know if you'll be able to see those, but because he's all the same colour, they don't really show up, so it's not so bad. But the paint colour is beautiful. It's a sort of a glossy blue sheen. It really pops with the red in his armour and his eyes. And I'm glad I picked this one up. And he looks quite good on the flight stand. I have him at the back of the display and then the modular Iron Man in front of him. So that's the stealth Iron Man. And this one comes with a Tony Stark head sculpt as well. I don't have it here, I'll show it to you. But yeah, that's the stealth suit Iron Man. And then the other three I've got are all from the new Spider-Man Classics wave. I'm a bit of a sucker for a Spider-Man figure as well. So I've got the armoured Spider, the Mach 1 Spider armour here. I've got the Webman and I've got the Spider-Man 2099 from this line as well. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to pick up the Cyborg and Negative or the original Peter Parker one. I missed out on those. I didn't get into them until a bit later. But I haven't opened any of them yet. Similar to with the Star Wars droids, I didn't really want to take them off the card. It's got a nostalgia aspect to it, but I think I am going to open these ones when I get round to it. So that's the armoured Spider-Man. I've also got the symbiote suit Iron Man here. Iron Man, Spider-Man. And this one looks really good. I've always liked the black suit. I like Venom. So this is a great looking figure. I've heard good things about this one. So this is one of the reasons I want to open them up and have a play. And you can probably guess which the last one is after those two. It is the Ben Reilly, the clone Spider-Man. I've got the Scarlet Spider version of Ben Reilly from a few years ago. So I'm looking forward to displaying these two together and making a bit of a Spider-Man display. I've got the Spider-Man Legends, Marvel Legends, Spider-Verse figures, the Miles, the Peter B, the Gwen, the Peter, the Prowler, and the Peter Porker, the Spider-Ham. So I'm going to try and make a Marvel Legends Spider-Man display. So Ben Reilly will go well in that display. And for me, this is the one that I really wanted. I was always a sucker for like a clone, a bit of a mix-up of the original character. So Spider-Man, Ben Reilly. Okay, thank you. I'm going to clear up what I've got here now and record the Gundam section of this video. So if you don't want to join me for the Gundam section, please feel free to turn off it. But if you like toys, you like films, you like geeky stuff, and you might find some stuff that interests me, interests you even, in the future, please drop a like, drop a subscribe, and I'll see you with the Gundam stuff. Okay guys, part 2. This is my Gundam pickups, my model kits. I'm really new to my Gundam. If you watch my Blu-ray haul, Gundam's something I got into late last year. One of my friends was doing it. He posted a picture on a group chat of mine of something he had made, and I thought I want to have a go at that. So I bought a kit, made it, fell in love with the process, and since then I've got about 30 Gundam models. Some I still got to make, some I've made but are still a work in progress, some are complete. So I'm just going to share with you the ones I picked up over the last month or so. First of all is a Christmas present. This is the star-winning Gundam. For anyone who's not used to Gundam at all, they come in different grades. This is an SD. This is a stylized version of a Gundam. It's small, it looks a bit like a pop vinyl, but this particular one can transform into a more realistic looking Gundam. So I've never done an SD before, so I thought I'd give it a go, and this was a Christmas present from my wife, and this one I've actually built already. And here's the completed Gundam. It's a little bit more basic than the standard ones that I'm not used to building. Like I say, it's actually an SD, but it transforms into this HG version. These figures are brilliant because you get a bit more life out of them. I love action figures. I've loved action figures my whole life. But with an action figure, you buy it, you open it up, you pose it a little bit, put it into some different poses, and then they go into your cabinet and you don't really touch them again until you decide you're going to change your display. With these guys, it takes you a day at least, maybe longer, maybe a bit less depending on the model, but you actually get hours building it, And then once you've done all that, you get the same joy out of as an action figure. They're fully articulated, so you can put them into different poses. They're probably, because of the way they're built, they're probably a bit more posable than most action figures. I'm not very good at posing figures. I tend to put them into sort of a museum pose a lot of the time, but I'm really enjoying building these at the moment. So this is the star winning Gundam. I also got the high grade, which is the one up from SD. So this is sort of the entry level of the, well, they actually do an entry grade, which I've never tried. I went straight in at this level, but this is the level I started at building my Gundams. This one I built on Christmas Day, actually. It took me a few hours to build, but this one is a bit, I built this one, so I'll show you this one as well. This one's a bit different than your normal Gundams. This one's got a medieval feel to it. So he's got a shield and a lance, and he's got on his boot guards sort of look like an old knight's faceplate. And I really like this one. It really stands out on the shelf. It's different to any other Gundam I've got. My wife always jokes that they all look the same, and they do really. The base design of a Gundam they're all very similar. They have like little design tweaks, and some are completely different colours. But this one I really enjoyed building. This is the Justice Knight Gundam. I also got the Gundam Exia. This one I haven't opened yet. This is an R grade, which is a real grade. So this is one up from a high grade. These tend to be a lot more intricate, around about the same scale, but a lot more intricate, a lot more parts. They look a lot more detailed once they're built. I haven't built this one, so I can't show you yet. This one's going to be probably the next one I do build. So that's the Gundam Exia. I also got the real grade Crossbones, and this one I have built, so I can show you this one. This one actually scales a little bit smaller, but like I say, a lot more detail in this one. This one's not complete yet. I've still got to put the stickers on it, but I've built it to... so it's complete as a figure. And this one's got like the cloak, so it looks a bit like Megatron from the Transformers movie, where he's wearing the cloak that's all torn up and used. And he's got his beam saber there, which is like more like a samurai sword. Most of them look like a lightsaber. This whole back piece here comes out, and that becomes a spaceship, which is quite cool. So that's the Gundam Crossbones. Another Christmas present was this is from my brother. This is the Unicorn Gundam, and this is another real grade. This one I think will really stand out on the shelf. It's all black and then translucent orange plastic with gold. I haven't built this one yet. This one will take a while. I think it has a lot of parts. It looks like it will be a nice tricky little build, so it will give me a week or so of entertainment. One of my favourites that I've picked up recently has been the Gundam Live Lance Heaven. This is a high grade, but I had to get this one imported from Japan. I haven't been able to find it anywhere on the UK supplier yet. I have built this one. And this one's quite a striking looking one. He has like a similar sort of like cape device, but it all opens up, and he looks a bit like Iron Man from the Avengers when he opens up his nano suit. So this is the Live Lance Heaven. It's a mixture of like a whitish purple and the white, which I don't know if you'll be able to see on camera, but in person it looks quite striking. So that's the Gundam Live Lance Heaven. And then last but not least is the one up from a regular grade as a master grade. There is one above this again, which is perfect grade. I'm not sure, I've never owned a perfect grade, but I think perfect grade are sort of Hot Toys scale. They're a lot bigger. This one is going to be bigger than anything I've built before. This is which one is this again? This is the red ashtray frame. It's just from the box you can see it's going to be a lot bigger. This will probably take me a long time to build, but I'm looking forward to getting into this one. This was a Christmas present from my wife. And that is the last one for now of my Gundam collection. So if you've enjoyed seeing the action figures I've picked up and the Gundam I've picked up, please like, subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notified when I upload another video. I've got another Blu-ray haul coming very soon. I've already got a stack of Blu-rays that I've picked up since I've recorded the last one. And I'm also going to be doing, hopefully doing a little retrospective top 5 figure video of one of my favourite toy lines. I don't want to say what that is at the moment. It's one of my new toy lines that I've really enjoyed collecting the last year or two. And that will be, hopefully, those are my next 2 videos that will be coming after this. So if you want to see me again, then like I say, please subscribe. If not, it's been great having you here for this one, and I'll see you again next time.